Proof of work is one of the consensus mechanisms used in adding a block to a blockchain. At this point, I'm assuming you understand how a blockchain works because proof of work is one of the methods used to update blockchains. The way a blockchain works is that a block of transactions is first identified, after which the computer node which has identified it sends it to all the computers running the blockchain. The block is then verified by the computer nodes before adding it to the blockchain. The block has to be verified by at least 51% of the computer network, but it is added by the whole network once verification is done. Proof of work happens during identification of a valid block of transactions. The system has made it intentionally difficult for the computer nodes to achieve it. I will explain later why that is the case. Let us look at a typical transaction in a blockchain using proof of work as a consensus mechanism. Person X wants to send money to person Y. All the computers running the blockchain are alerted. What follows is a brutal competition among the computer nodes for a chance to identify a block to be added to the blockchain. That is where proof of work gets its name. The computers have to work in order to win. Remember, all this does not go in vain, as the winner is rewarded with bitcoins. Because of the enormous challenge these computers are up against, one must invest in expensive hardware of very high computational power. Up to this point, I've not explained what kind of work the computer nodes are doing. And by the way, all this is happening in the computer. So for a computer to generate a valid block of transactions, it has to solve a complex mathematical puzzle. All the computers are striving to do this all at once. Let me put it in a simple language. The person X transaction is combined with other recent transactions to form a block. That is the puzzle. My favorite illustration is that of a padlock. Let's say I have a padlock to be unlocked by you, but instead of me giving you the key, I give you a bunch of 1,000,000 keys that look exactly the same, but only one will unlock the padlock. It is extremely difficult to find the right key, but once you do, it is easy for me to verify the key. I only have to try it on the padlock. So when a computer node finally solves the puzzle of collecting transactions into a block and then sending the block to all the other computers, it is easy for them to verify that it is a valid block. The system has been designed that way. Earlier I mentioned that the process of validating blocks through proof of work has been intentionally made difficult. Why is that? It is to prevent a malicious computer from validating blocks and minting free bitcoins. Remember I said that whoever validates the block is rewarded with bitcoins. It would not make sense given the prohibitive process of block validation. I need to mention that even with the most powerful computer, it is still a matter of luck and probability for the computer to solve the puzzle. Once a block is added to the blockchain, the transaction is deemed complete. In summary, person X is sending money to person Y. All the computers are alerted and they begin to solve a complex mathematical puzzle. This is in order to identify a valid block. This actually involves combining that particular transaction, that of person X, with other most recent transactions to form a block of transactions. The first computer that does this wins. The block is then broadcast to the entire network to be added to the blockchain. That in a nutshell is what happens. And what about the computers that do not win in solving the puzzle? Are they also rewarded with bitcoins in compensation for the effort? Unfortunately, no. That is wasted energy. One of the criticisms of proof of work is that it is capital intensive and wasteful. There are also concerns of 51% attack. A hacker that controls 51% of the network can easily compromise the system. All the hacker would have to do is identify any block and send it to the 51% of the network for addition into the blockchain. If you got value from this video, remember to give it a like. Also subscribe for more simplified videos about cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the comments.